You receive a summons to testify in court. What do you need to know when you go to court? Welcome to this segment on witnesses in criminal litigation. Let us answer your questions. Understanding the summons. When you receive a court notice, you should start by looking at the case number, the branch in charge, the cause of action, and the names of litigants to find out why you have to testify in court. The time of arrival indicates the time the proceedings are scheduled to begin. Note the location of the proceedings, including the courtroom number, to avoid going to the wrong place on that day. So, do you have to testify if you receive a summons? Of course you do! The court puts an obligation on witnesses to testify. So if you receive a summons, you should treat it seriously. If you refuse to appear without a valid reason, the court may fine you a penalty of 30,000 NT dollars and issue a warrant for your arrest. If you have a valid reason not to appear in court, you should provide documents to support this in advance and ask for leave from the court. You should also arrange a new date to appear in court. If you are unable to appear in court due to distance or health reasons, you can apply to the relevant branch of the court to take part remotely. Preparing for court. The day you are set to appear in court arrives. If the court has agreed to remote proceedings, please refer to the Remote Court Proceedings Handbook in advance. For more information, you can scan the QR code in the top left corner. The courtroom is a solemn place, so if you do attend in person, please take care to dress appropriately to show you take your own rights seriously. On that day, remember to bring the summons, your ROC ID card or other identification, and any documents listed on the summons. Ideally, you should register your attendance at the court early, giving yourself time to find the courtroom. Please make use of public transportation when possible. There are 2 ways to register your arrival at court: at the counter or the check-in kiosk. After you've registered and arrived at the appointed court, wait for the court attendant to call you in. If it's not your turn yet, you can either stay outside in the waiting area or sit in the public gallery inside your appointed courtroom and listen to the current session. If the appointed time arrives and your case hasn't been called yet, the previous case may have gone over on time. Like hospital clinics, courts hear several cases every day, so please be patient. You can check the progress of the previous case on the court's website or on the LCD monitors outside the court. After entering the courtroom, please remain silent and be respectful. Court procedures and your rights. Private recordings of sound, images, or photographs are not permitted inside the courtroom. The judge will first ask you to sit at the witness stand and then ask a few personal details to ensure you are who you say you are, and then proceed to question you. They will also assess whether or not you are related to either of the litigants. If you have a valid reason for not testifying, you should explain it to the judge at this point. At trial, the judge will question witnesses separately, but in principle, you will be in the presence of the defendant. The defendant can also ask to cross-examine the witness. After explaining your duty to testify, the judge will ask you to read and sign an oath. If you refuse without a valid reason, the court can fine you 30,000 NT dollars. When you're testifying, you should tell the truth without concealing or adding anything. If you're found to have borne false witness, you'll be charged with perjury, a criminal offense. After questioning, you can request a daily allowance from the court and travel expenses. Giving testimony in court is not as difficult as you might imagine. So let's uphold justice together.